Reception and shared spaces at LPH, Lillian Penson Hall. When you enter the building, show your ID to the receptionist. The receptionist can't know all 300 of us, and this way, no strangers will walk into the building. If someone is visiting you at LPH, you have to sign them in at reception. You can have 4 day visitors at the same time, and day visitors have to leave before midnight. Don't forget to sign them out when they leave. You sign in an overnight guest in a similar way. You can sign in 1 overnight guest at a time. As a resident, you're allowed to have an overnight guest for a total of 10 nights every month. And you have to write down what date an overnight guest will leave. If you've misplaced your key, you can borrow a spare key. When you find yours, return it. The receptionist keeps track. If you think you've lost your key, you have to buy a new one. It's £20 for each room key and front door key. Use the website shown here. Here you can also buy guest meals for your visitors. After you've bought the key, you can pick it up at reception. There's also a maintenance book. If you see anything that needs to be fixed, write it down here. Smoking is not allowed anywhere in the LPH building. This means you have to go outside. And please only smoke at the bicycle racks. This is to avoid any smoke coming into people's rooms and to keep fire exits clear. And remember, you're not allowed to smoke hanging outside of your window. We see you. The dining hall is the shared space that you'll probably use the most. On weekdays, breakfast is from 8 to 9:30 and dinner is from 6 to 7:30. In the weekend, brunch is from 11 to 12:30 and dinner is from 6 to 7:30 again. If you want to eat in the dining hall, get your tray and cutlery. If you don't have time to eat downstairs, bring a Tupperware or container and ask them to fill that up. When you walk up to canteen staff, show your ID. Depending on the meal, you're allowed to have a certain number of items. There's posters if you need a reminder. There's clean drinking water around the corner, and when you're done eating, you put away your tray. If you know you won't make breakfast or dinner one day, you can order a packed meal instead. The order sheet can be found at reception desk. Please read the instructions on the poster outside of the canteen carefully. If you've ordered successfully, you can pick up your packed meal at reception. Every floor has a shared pantry, recycling, and rubbish bins. If you walk a bit further, you'll find an iron and an ironing board. On the left, you'll find a tap with clean drinking water, plenty of shelf space, a microwave, a kettle, and 2 fridges. You can find more instructions on the microwave and the fridge in the pantry. There are multiple bins for general waste, food waste, or recycling. If you're the last person there, turn off the lights before you leave. The next room we'll show you is the study room. Just like most study rooms, you can't talk, eat, or drink here. And if you leave any personal belongings behind, it might be removed to make more space for other students that want to study. And of course, don't forget to turn the lights off when you leave. You'll also notice there's a bookcase next to the study room. You're allowed to return any book here and also take any book from here. Next up is the TV room. Here you can watch any show, match, or movie. And we have our own selection of DVDs you can choose from as well. If you want, you can use the HDMI cable from the DVD player and plug it into your own laptop. You can get the remotes by handing in your key at reception. You can also get an Apple HDMI converter if you need one. When you're done, return them. It's worth mentioning that there's only a wooden partition separating the TV room from the study room, so if it's a bit noisy, try to study in your room or at university. You can also change the lighting to set the mood. The next shared space, the common room. Here you'll find a number of games like foosball, ping pong, and pool, and there's also a student bar, but you can also bring your own alcohol down if you want. Hand in your key at reception to get board games, ping pong bats, pool cues, you know the drill. Next up, the music room. To get the key to the music room, you have to sign in at reception and hand over your room key. You can use the music room on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. and on weekends from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. There's a piano and a guitar inside. If anything is wrong with the instruments, contact the warden. And of course, don't drink and eat inside. When you're done, make sure the windows and door are closed. And hand back in your key. The last room we'll show you is the computer room. It's on the lower ground floor next to the laundrette. You can use this room if your computer isn't working. You are not allowed to eat and drink in this room, and if you want to save anything, you have to use your own USB. When you're done, shut everything down, take your belongings with you, and turn the lights off when you leave. And that's all you need to know about the reception and shared spaces at LPH. Thanks for watching!